A storm rages outside. Lightning flashes, illuminating a darkened room. A man stands before a shattered mirror, his own reflection fragmented, just like his life. His breathing is heavy, his eyes filled with determination. Or is it regret? A single phrase echoes in his mind. A family of 6, neither rich nor poor, navigates life's struggles. Among them, the third child is different. Industrious, intelligent, and hungry for knowledge, he constantly seeks growth, following trends and pursuing opportunities. While the rest of the family survives in their own ways, he takes on the burden of supporting them all. From a young age, he works tirelessly, setting up a small business for his mother and ensuring his father and younger siblings have what they need. Even his elder siblings, who should be looking after him, rely on his support. Against all odds, he always finds a way. His dedication earns him respect from the community, but within the family, not everyone shares the same sentiments. One fateful day, he meets a powerful business tycoon who changes his life. Recognizing his intelligence and work ethic, the tycoon mentors him, leading him into the world of business. Over the next several years, he builds something extraordinary, ensuring his family never lacks. He expands his business empire, starting with small investments and gradually growing into a formidable entrepreneur. His work is recognized beyond his local community, and soon, he is being invited to international business forums. But success comes at a cost. His 2 elder siblings, once the recipients of his generosity, grow jealous, despite everything he has done for them, funding their businesses, providing them with comfort. They cannot accept that their younger brother has become the family's most significant figure. Their resentment festers until they can no longer bear it. Instead of seeing him as an inspiration, they view him as a rival, a threat to their pride and significance in the family hierarchy. Their love turns to envy, and envy to hatred. At first, it was subtle. Small acts of coldness, distant glances, whispered conversations behind his back. They began to downplay his achievements, mocking his ambitions as mere luck, dismissing his success as temporary. But as the years passed and he continued to rise, their bitterness deepened. They could not fathom how the younger brother, who once played in the dirt alongside them, had now surpassed them in every way. Jealousy consumed them. They despised the way people admired him, how business leaders sought his advice, how even their own parents praised him for lifting the family out of mediocrity. In their minds, his success was an insult, a reminder of their own failures. The resentment grew like a poison, clouding their judgment, turning brotherly love into something dark and sinister. Late at night, in hushed conversations, they plotted against him. It started with small sabotages, disrupting his business dealings, spreading false rumors, manipulating situations to make him look incompetent. They wanted to see him struggle, to watch him fall from the pedestal the world had placed him on. But no matter what they did, he always found a way to rise again, always one step ahead, always resilient. Their frustration turned to desperation. If mere sabotage could not bring him down, they needed something greater. They began meeting in secret, devising more sinister plans. They sought out people who disliked him, business rivals who envied his progress, anyone who could aid in his downfall. They whispered lies into the ears of influential figures, fabricated scandals, and forged documents to implicate him in financial crimes. Still, he endured. He countered every attack with wisdom and resilience, navigating every obstacle they placed before him. But their hatred knew no bounds. They could not accept defeat, and so they decided that mere disgrace was not enough. They wanted him gone, permanently. They conspired to take his life. A poisoning attempt nearly took his life, but somehow he survived. However, the ordeal left him gravely injured, causing him to lose a leg and a hand. Now, fitted with artificial limbs, he must rebuild his life from scratch. Still, he does not abandon his family. During his recovery, he reflects on everything that has happened. Despite their betrayal, he cannot erase the bond he shares with them. He still remembers the moments of joy they once shared as children, the laughter, and the camaraderie before greed and jealousy took over. When his family begs for forgiveness, he grants it. Not only does he forgive them, but he also welcomes them back, including them in his business once again.
But some wounds never heal. Their jealousy reignites as they witness his rapid resurgence. This time, their plan succeeds. He is betrayed again, this time fatally. They conspire with some of his business associates, manipulating contracts and pushing him into legal battles that drain his resources. When he refuses to give up, they take a more direct approach. A staged accident leaves him critically injured, and this time, he does not survive. The family that once relied on him now mourns him. His funeral is grand, attended by many who admired him. Business magnates, politicians, and community leaders pay their respects. Yet, behind the tears and sorrow, his elder siblings carry a burden of guilt. They now hold everything he built, but at what cost? Their wealth feels hollow, their victory meaningless. They destroyed the very foundation that sustained them, and now they must live with the consequences. The true weight of their actions sinks in when his business partners, those who once trusted him, begin to withdraw their support. His company, once thriving, begins to collapse under their mismanagement. The wealth they desired slips through their fingers like sand. The world moves on, but their guilt remains eternal. Forgiveness is noble, but wisdom is survival. Trust, once broken, should never be given freely again. Some scars exist not to remind us of pain, but to teach us caution. Forgiveness does not mean allowing history to repeat itself. You can forgive, but you must also be wise enough to protect yourself from those who have hurt you before. His story becomes a lesson for generations to come. The community speaks of his resilience, his kindness, and his tragic downfall. Parents tell their children about the dangers of unchecked jealousy and the importance of wisdom and forgiveness. His name lives on, not just as a successful businessman, but as a symbol of perseverance, caution, and the true price of betrayal. As years pass, his siblings find themselves lost in regret. They try to rebuild their lives, but the stain of their actions follows them everywhere. No amount of wealth can replace the trust they shattered. In their old age, they tell their own children of their mistakes, warning them never to let jealousy consume their hearts. They hope that by sharing their remorse, they can prevent another tragedy like the one they caused. In the end, the young man's legacy is not just about the empire he built or the wealth he amassed. It is about the lessons he left behind, the cost of blind trust, the price of betrayal, and the wisdom of knowing when to let go. His story serves as a reminder to all. Forgiveness does not mean foolishness, and some people are best loved from a distance. A lesson learned too late for those who lost him, but a lesson that would shape the lives of many to come.